my queens, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are interested in learning how to do this neutral glam drugstore friendly look, then stay tuned. Alright, hello ladies. So as you can see, I've already done my brows. So if you're interested in a brow tutorial, just let me know. So we're going to get started, and that is the color BROWNSCRIPT by MAC. And I'm just applying that pretty much generously almost all over my lid. I'm using it as a transition color. And for those of you who don't know what a transition color is, it basically just helps all of the rest of the colors that you apply to your lid blend together. So everything is very nice and blended and not harsh. So if you don't have BROWNSCRIPT, any color will do. Just for this look, you need a color that is close to your skin tone. So that is the Morphe 350O palette, and I am using the 4th color in the 3rd row. And I'm going to apply the 3rd color in the 3rd row, and that's a darker brown, and I'm just going to apply that in my crease, sweeping in like a windshield wiper motion across back and forth. And basically I'm just going to define my crease. So the colors will get darker and darker, so they gradually get darker. So you see I'm going into an even deeper brown here. And I'm just concentrating in the outer corner and then sweeping it across my lid in my crease area. So it's just define the crease. That's pretty much the goal here. So I'm taking that BROWNSCRIPT color again, and I'm just going to kind of sweep that all over my lid to kind of blend those two together. The key to makeup is blending, 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 blending. So that is the color Carbon by MAC, and it's just a matte black, so you could really use any brand. It doesn't have to be MAC, but I'm just concentrating that in the outer corner and pulling it into the crease. So we're just basically stacking colors on top of each other and making the crease darker and deeper and more defined. That is the color Ginger Snap by H&M. I'm going to just apply that to my lid. And it's a very pigmented color. I didn't know that H&M sold makeup until just recently. So applying that to my lid. Then I'm going to take a fluffy brush, and just blend that gold with the edges of the brown so that it's not so harsh. And I believe I dipped into a dark brown just to kind of bring back some of that color. That is a Bare Minerals pigment called True Gold. And I'm going to just apply that right on top of that H&M Ginger Snap color. It's just a very pigmented gold, so it just makes your eyelids pop. Now I'm taking those top 2 colors from the 350O palette. I'm going to use those on my brow bone just to highlight. I love using matte colors on my brow bone, nothing shimmery, because it looks really harsh and not so nice. So I'm using a big fluffy brush, and I'm just pretty much sweeping that all over my lid, and that is pretty much it for the eyes. So I'm coming in here with, that is Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the color 35, and as you can see, I'm using it to clean up and sharpen the edges of my eyeshadow. So that's one reason, that's one way you can get a really sharp look without being very meticulous or neat. You just come in with your concealer afterwards, and pretty much that's how I do it anyway. So as you can see, I'm just applying it to the under area of my eye, and then I'm going to blend it out with a damp beauty sponge. That is a Real Technique sponge that you can buy from the drugstore or Walmart or Target, and I'm just blending it out. Now I'm going to apply that to the bridge of my nose and the center of my forehead, my upper lip, and my chin. And I'm going to just blend that out the same way I did underneath my eyes. So the one word that you will hear me say over and over and over is blend. Blending can make anything look wearable. As long as you blend it and blend it properly, you can make a lot of magic happen. So I'm going to take the Black Radiance, I think it's called Soft Focus Finishing Powder in the color Almond, and I'm just going to apply that underneath my eyes to set my concealer. So this is why I call this a drugstore cheapy look, because everything that I've used is either from a drugstore or you can easily find a dupe in a drugstore. Like the eyeshadow is definitely something that you can get from the drugstore. You don't have to use MAC or Morphe. So that is the Black Radiance contour palette, and I'm applying that to the hollows of my cheeks, basically right underneath my cheekbones. And again, the key I feel to contouring is blending. You don't want I hate harsh contour lines. So blend it, blend it, blend it. And I'm applying it to my outer forehead and the temples of my forehead as well. So that is the sculpting powder that they have in the contour palette. And I'm just applying that pretty much all over my face just to kind of soften my highlight. So now I'm coming in with an angled brush and I'm going to contour my nose. And I already have a really tiny nose to begin with, so it's not a very dramatic contour, just something to return some dimension to my nose so that it doesn't blend into the background. That is NYX blush in the color Cinnamon, and I'm just going to apply that pretty much right on top of my contour, and it just brings color and dimension and warmth to the face, because you can kind of lose that when you highlight. That is MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Cheeky Bronze, and I'm using that as a highlight. There's also a highlight included in that contour palette that I was using, so you could still use that and be considered a drugstore friendly look. So I'm gonna also apply that to the bridge of my nose. I applied it to my cheekbones, and I'm gonna apply some of that contour powder to my Cupid's bow. So now I'm applying a wing eyeliner. And the eyeliner that I'm using is also Black Radiance. So basically everything I'm using I purchased at Walgreens or Walmart or Target. And this wing pretty much follows the outline of the eyeshadow, if that makes sense. So I'm basically, the wing goes right along where my eyeshadow is. Which makes it somewhat easier because you kind of have a template to just follow. So now the wing is done, I'm applying some mascara, and I'm not even sure what mascara this is, but I'm pretty sure it's something that I got from Walmart or Target. Any mascara will do because I'm going to put on lashes afterwards. Now I'm going to go back into my Morphe palette. And that was a medium brown shade, and I'm just using that to go underneath my eye, like in my lower lash area, just to kind of bring some color to that area and some depth. And I'm taking some of my highlight, and I'm just going to highlight the inner corners of my lids, like where my tear ducts and stuff are. Eyeshadow on the bottom lashes, excuse me, mascara on the bottom lashes. Then I'm gonna apply my little eye dots that I do. And in my opinion, it just, one, it's a different look, and two, it makes me think that my eyes look bigger. So that's the main reason I use it. So I have applied my lashes and my lipstick off camera. I will leave the name of the lashes and the lipstick down below. And now we're just going to basically drown ourselves in Prime Prep Spray by MAC, but you could use any spray. And that is it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and until next time, I will see you all later. Mwah.